takes us up to 189. So I'm not a fan of these slingers. Or not. The Stray's Cavalry, that's what I'm not a fan of. What about these Blitz units? Let's recruit a couple of these. At 176. Can I make bombers? I can. They're expensive. Why does that one say 33% chance? Oh, double the chance. Okay, that's when you deploy. Might make some more of those. I mean, these aren't bad either. I might make 2 of these. Put them in the deck. The other Sizemen in there. Can we make this? We cannot. That would just be too OP if we had a bunch of these in our deck. Put 3 Arbalists in there. I'm almost thinking, how many bombers we have? 2? Yeah, let's make another bomber. I don't know if I should make any of these or not. I'll probably run with that for now. Training grounds. Oh, okay. Oh, it requires this first. Not even close. Yeah, I can't make anything in here. Alright. Moving on.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam Range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind that rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror.
Oh no.
The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear.
Wow.
Meave survived. The dwarves who ran to Valyrian's rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The
Great.
queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meave wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin.
Now I have an army to completely rebuild.
Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam guard patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I'll tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, tell me now.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it's an avalanche.
Well, duh.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
You guys did this to us.
So you brought this snow down on us. Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Explain, in brief.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off the roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Right?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week from now, but someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Maeve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvok, the Nilfgaardian emissary.
Ho ho! Really?
Must have found out you'd be going through.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
That spy amongst our ranks.
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Brewer? Maeve, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with me a scrap to show for it.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meave had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
I don't think we're gonna do it. I want to. I don't think we're gonna do it. We're gonna leave him alone.
By the elder sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. The horsans. What a mess. I'm so sorry. What a mess. I'm so sorry.
Man, man, man. Oh, and here they are.
There, milady, whispered one of the scouts.
Left of the path.
Meave squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcropping. The smell of roasting meat wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard. The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meave's company without even drawing their weapons. Meave's gaze caught something else. a metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean. It looked strangely familiar. Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the snowy grave of one of her men.
The Horsons.
Meave hissed.
They'll
Man.
pay for this.
Meave, asking you last time, keep a cool head.
Whispered Gabor.
You want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. If so much as a hair gets plucked from Ovain's head, Bruver will never forgive you, and you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed, finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order? Do we attack?
No. No. I need the dwarves' help. I cannot make him any more mad.
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady,
I know what they did, and that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meave, placing her hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardians' hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Meave brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
The Lyrians resumed their march with heavy, beleaguered steps, their path still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
One battle's not worth the war. Man. Look at that. I have next to no resources. Starting back over from scratch. At this rate, I don't know how I'm ever going to build anything else.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstock, Meave heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-ho! Into the fray, lads!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meave, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Meave concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogsland. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen,
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
they're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't you wish to settle their ancient squabble once and for all?
Meave knew well that this
can.
type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end this delicate feud once and for all. Time to end this delicate feud once and for all.
All right.
When she and her force had traveled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meave drew her sword.
Okay. Fighting on a steep mountain slope is no easy task. The Lyrians struggled to find solid footing in the snow, propped up by their spears, their eyes squinting under ice-speckled brows. Whereas the beasts, they moved with ease, leaping from rock to rock, long talons scraping menacingly against the stone. This is a shortened battle. this is a monster deck. I took out my monster, my Manticore. Oh well. Okay. Oh, we have low morale? Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Like a bomber. We'll go with that. That will help me draw bombers. Okay, well, we're gonna do this first. Change this guy out.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Change this guy out.
I smell a leak.
My bombers. Great.
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
Left, right, left, right.
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
Should have listened to the old lady.
As ordered.
Nice.
You mad? Don't shake that!
This harvest with reaping black-clad heads.
Dang. Pick a card to play. Let's go with these.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Prepare to fight if you've any honor.
Oh no. There went Gabor.
Again and again and again.
lie.
We must trust each other.
This could hurt.
Wanted that a whole lot sooner.
One bullet.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
We'll take him back. And we'll just pass.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dalberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory.
Oh.
Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Damn it all! I'd hoped he'd proved Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dalbergs knocked down a peg or two, and possibly he'd have been more inclined to help you,
said the dwarf in frustration. Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could, recalibrate the results a wee bit?
Yeah,
Tis
no.
most lowly and ignoble.
Ake cried out in protest.
A knight his honor would never stain with such a lie.
Yeah, we're not gonna lie. Give the true measurements.
To lie would be simple, true.
Said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountainside.
Oh, there's that last map, treasure map. Okay. More multiplayer cards.
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dalbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
Good deal. Good deal.
Dalbergs are the dwarves we need. Every hooks are dunder here.
Wow. Same thing.
Dalbergs
Yeah.
are the dwarves we need. Every hooks are dunder here.
All right, where are we at? All right. Wow, I've apparently missed some stuff. Missed quite a bit of stuff. What have I been doing over here? was it at? Down here? Yep, there's the log. And a chest. Okay. And then I missed stuff right here, apparently. I think it's up, just up here. No. To the left. Oh. Wow, totally missed that. Oh wow, would you look at that? I can't even get... Can I get... Yeah, I can. Alright.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some.
Oh, I can't get that loot. That's where the Nilfgaardians are at. If only I'd attacked them.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka. Oh, snorters are frozen solid. Not just those in my beard. Why, I'm too. Once we're neath carbon, we'll find our way to the tavern. Set our arses down by the fire. And sip mugs of mulled wine. Once we're neath carbon, oh, snorters are frozen solid.
As Meve neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Okay.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
Well, you were saved the experience of his breath. So pungent I thought I might faint.
Well, to revive you, pinch you awake, I'm sure would be quite a pleasure.
Gascon, I beg your pardon. Ugh, I shall have nightmares now.
Not tonight, for I fear you might not sleep at all. You see, there's something you ought to know, and decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts, I ferreted a bit, noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meve. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course, they were attacked by monsters.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
Oh no. One of the other clans killed him.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor. And guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I
he
wager
knew?
my right arm, he's hiding something.
Oh, bro.
Blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sensed something. I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Hoy. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
Gabor.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So, 'tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders. Supposed to make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a boiling our hindies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want when they want, and the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurat elders saw their chance and they...
Gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger, tried to stop them in fact.
But you didn't. How'd they do it?
No witnesses survived, meaning you must have murdered the entire clan. How?
Queen, you sure you...
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting no detail.
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter. Stone-breaking frosts, whiteout storms, avalanches. Made travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced round outside the walls. Fuchses fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of Davor's Abyss. Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity wouldn't knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates. They didn't stand a chance.
Man.
Bastards.
No one investigated?
How in the world did the truth go undiscovered?
Once it were over, our dwarves opened the gates. Before they'd lit their pipes, starving beasts came crawling out of the pass. The stank of dead flesh was strong. Zigrans who came back from that never were the same. If you'd only gandered their gaze when they had us all take a vow of silence. And then...
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Fuchses had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral to boot.
Aye. But the elders worried Bruver would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant.
Could you truly not stop this massacre?
You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was I to do exactly? The elders had decided. Nae a dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Bruver. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, nae exceptions.
He would too.
Maeve, Queen, I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want to hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. But t'other way would bring but more pain and death.
I'll give it due consideration.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
And I don't know what to do here. Do I turn them in? I mean, chances are the entire clan's going to get destroyed. You've got people that probably weren't part of this plan. But one of your own clans took out another clan. Oh, man.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Wow.